Hello and welcome to the channel. I am Fuzzy McBear and we're back playing City Skylines in Bear Valley. Yeah, so previously we cleaned up this area here and added this second interchange, some access over here and here. So it's got to add our final interchange, which is in a tricky location because of to get access to this area here as well as here, and it's quite hilly as you can see. So trying to flatten this out is going to be a bit of a challenge. And first, well, actually, I'll start by deleting the current highway. And make a pad for the interchange. So let's momentarily create a really steep angle here. But there is actually a ridge there between, as you can see. So when we level out the highway, it will probably I'm going to probably drop all that section down quite a bit and flatten it. And I think to work out which interchange to use. Actually, I think I might just use this one again. I wish there was actually a way of sort of just trying to work out whether it's lined up or not nicely. Okay, I think that's going to look okay. There's that annoying glare on the end of the highway. And this. Actually, maybe make that 4 lane rather. And I'll do the same over here. Yeah, that looks terrible at the moment, but we have the ability to fix that. First of all, I shall arrange it lined from here to the bottom of the bridge. And I'm just going to, it's not going to be, I know that road's not parallel anymore, but that's going to be okay. Can I get that? So if I get this. That's definitely not looking the best at the moment. Okay, what I'm going to do for here is bridge that to there. And it's slightly unusual having that elevated, but it does mean if I want to later on, I could just lower that ground even a little bit more and just have local roads pass underneath it. And this is going to be the messy one, I think. So just going to take that from there, there. And just repeat this over here. Not sure how I'm feeling about this bridge at the moment. Sorry, highway, I should say. Yep, that is a. That's. Okay, so I've got that relatively flat there. And we're going to soften this out to make it look a little better. I can see it's actually quite a bit janky around there. Let's see if I can give that a nicer curve. Yeah, that looks a bit better. I'm just going to try something along here. See if this will resolve the issue. And I think that was the 4 along here. It is only 3 cells. Sometimes some of these interchanges have slight variations in the design. So so sometimes they actually 3 lanes or 4 lanes sometimes. that glare effect is not helping. Different out. Let's put that barrier there, and this is just a normal middle section. Can square off there. And now the challenging part. Oops, I can fix this before I forget. Actually, that is 4 lanes there. Interesting. And just going to do a quick realignment, like so. Yeah, that means the inside lanes always continue straight through, and it's just the outer lanes here that change. And I think I might have to do this. Oops. And I didn't grab that height there. And this is definitely going to be this is definitely the tricky part. I'm going to grab the planning road because I'm not certain of exactly what I'm going to be doing. No. And just a quick and it's actually gonna no, that's definitely not, that's not what I want. Notice that sometimes the tool doesn't quite work, so I'll just go for a curve there. see if we can make this slightly tidier. And it's on the wrong tool. Okay, and I think let's do this normal road along here. And actually I meant to make that make that the bike lane, because I will be adding cycle infrastructure along here, just about there, because I don't think there's going to be anything. There might not be much out there, and I can always add that later. And a bit of smoothing. And I might just quickly add a dog park. The playground. And actually I might just and just see something while I'm there. Adding parks. Yep, I think we can afford to add a football ground. I think the football grounds were a really good add to the sports fields, I should say, were a really good add to the game. Now the really messy part. Okay, I'm cutting the cables power along here, so I can get this bridge lined up. And now, is there going to be a decent slope? Probably not. I'll just see if this will work. so that's given us roughly sand and do terrain. So it's trying to slowly bring this down. I don't think leveling up terrain is, well, like, this is never ever going to be fun. And again, I'm going to take the planing road and see what I can do. Okay, I'm expecting that to be fairly terrible. Oops. Don't want to arrange a line, I want to. Oh, that's even worse. Somehow that is worse. Okay, that is livable. Well, the slope is livable. Nothing else about that is kind of livable. And now the fun begins to smooth that out. Oops, I think. And some of that has gone to bridge, which is not helping the situation. So what I'm going to do is Wrong highway. Not sure why that wouldn't go there. And well, let's key the road in. Okay, that is not the best. And it's going to add a roundabout here rather than traffic lights. And find a 2-lane road. Trees. And let's connect it up again. Yeah, I'm really happy. There is, if you look at the original build, there's also just a bit of jank when it comes to the houses on the side of the hill. And you might notice something, that interchange is kind of there, but we're going to connect it up to here. So this is going to be a case of going to demolish this house with eminent domain. And actually going to use 4-lane. Actually, I'm going to use 4-lane bike lane. Yeah, I knew that was not going to like that. In the game, probably shouldn't really like this either. is there? Nope, that's not going to work. And that is quite a bit cheeky doing that outside the tile boundary, but it's about the only way to I will get a decent connection through there. Yep, that is, yeah, it's a really steep slope, but that will have to do. The option was take it through here, but then again, I think that's quite a steep slope there anyway. But it does give the citizens an option to get onto the highway quicker. And I might just do a quick trim there. Quick trim there, and it doesn't look too bad. May or may not upgrade, even though they've got the cycle road going, the cycle lanes ending there. I might off camera try and actually just upgrade that to a full cycleway, then that would give a cycling option from one side of the city to the other. Yeah, so hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and next time I will begin some landscaping make it along the highway. I'm going to leave, like I said in my previous video, I'm going to leave that connection like that. It's not really what I want long term, but because we've got those power plants there, I'm going to have to leave them there for now. But I'm thinking over here, probably build a geothermal power plant, which you can see is $81,000. So, but I'm going to need probably a few of those to keep the city powered. Then, but in the long run, that will give us good clean energy. And I'll just do a quick save and just run that for a second. Well, that solved our money issue. Yeah, I might actually replace that with a tunnel or something, because that does look pretty ugly, and it looks like it's a steep slope. And we've still got definitely got some more work to do, like traffic lights on this road here. They don't need to be there. But we'll worry about that another day. It looks like our highway's It's flowing nicely. Although a bit of a backup here, which is to be sort of expected. Along with there. But that is for another day. Oh, we've got a car. We've got vehicles going along the controversial road there, and even going up to the up to the industrial area there. Oh, good grief! People are going to walk. Wow, they must be going to be walking all the way. They're walking and cycling. There, so yes, I think I will have to upgrade this bridge to include cycling. So yeah, but we'll do that in the next episode. So thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the video.